The M4 in Modern Warfare 2 is an amazing all-round weapon and just the perfect weapon to start off your multiplayer journey. Today I want to spend a bit of time going you through a class setup for the M4, showing off how to get the most out of it at a low level and compete with those with the Vault Edition and the ones that are higher levels using better weapons and ultimately have more attachments unlocked for this M4 than you probably will. Leave a like on today's video if you do go ahead and enjoy, subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel as well, but let's dive straight in. Now, just to confirm, this won't be me telling you about a setup from the Vault Edition. This is a setup from someone that's ranked the gun up a few levels and wants to know how to get the least recoil and the most accuracy in gunfights out of that low level M4 setup. However, it is at those longer ranges that this weapon will struggle, and without any attachments on, as you can see on screen right now, the first two dummies are killed pretty easily and the accuracy is not too bad on both of them. However, when it comes to the third dummy, which is way further into the distance, that's when things become a lot harder to hit. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do here. Improve this weapon enough so you can kill those people at longer ranges up to the 30-meter mark with no problems whatsoever. However, comparing that what you've just seen to my proposed setup, as you can see, the overall control from close to medium range is still very good and actually is even better than what we originally seen. However, that longer range dummy is much easier to hit, sometimes even reaching an accuracy up to 60%, which is massively increased from what was without any attachments on it. Now, the way that I'm demonstrating this, and you guys can try this as well in your own gun ranges, is that I'm not tapping the trigger here. I'm holding down the trigger on all three dummies to show how hard it is to control between both builds, and show you the difference between the both, and why my build is better than what the bog standard M4 of course would be. Now, let's dive straight in to the build. The M4 overall is an amazing assault rifle in Modern Warfare 2, however, you do tend to see this weapon struggle at those longer ranges due to its very wild vertical recoil pattern. The M4 comes with a 30 round clip and up to 60 rounds in reserve that you can use. However, the first thing to do, I would recommend sticking on that 45 round clip on the weapon, which is unlocked at a fairly low level of the weapon. Those extra 15 rounds go a heck of a long way, and as you've seen in the demonstration at the beginning, taking out those three enemies close, medium and long range can be difficult to do with 30 rounds, but maybe 3 out of 4 times I did it with this current build, I was able to take out all three mannequins with no troubles at all. This is especially apparent in those hectic situations on maybe even free-for-all, or even in situations on objective-based game modes, where if 2 or more enemies push you, then you could be in a bad situation if you need to reload before the third one comes, or if you've missed a couple of shots and then the second one comes flying in. So those 15 extra rounds go a long way. Partnering this on the weapon, a grip isn't really necessary for this weapon, with its recoil being nothing crazy and it is fairly manageable. However, if you find yourself playing a bit slower, you'd like to go for those longer range cross map kills with the M4, then I would recommend sticking one on. However, if you're going for more of a run and gun M4 build, then I probably wouldn't bother, because most of the time you'll be in close to medium ranges anyway. Now, a nice little trick, if you guys have finished the campaign, you actually have a new weapon variant called the Union Guard M4. That foregrip that comes on that weapon is very, very good, so I would also recommend sticking that on if you have it. However, the bad thing about that is using this weapon, you can't remove its optic. It is stuck with that one optic on there for the entirety. I don't like it, so I don't use it, but if you do like it, then it's there for you guys to use, and you've got some pretty high level attachments already unlocked on that weapon. However, for me, I like to use the demo IMP44 grip. It reduces recoil enough to help with those longer range engagements, and it's definitely significant, as you've seen at the beginning. I would also add a stock to this as well, the Corio Paseo Factory being a great low level choice, again reducing recoil and increasing aiming stability while shooting as well. At a low level, this stock is an absolutely amazing choice, and I would highly recommend sticking it on any M4 build that you do until you've unlocked the better ones, of course. Now, the next attachment can be up to you personally, but a muzzle for me is something that I wouldn't move past on this M4. The Corvin / Gen 2 is a flash hider that offers better recoil at the expense of some weapon handling, or the Eco Line GSX, which reduces the sound of your weapon so that you can take things a bit slower and be a little bit more covert and move around the map a bit more stealthy. In other words, people probably won't hear you as well with the suppressor on as opposed to not having one on. So it is entirely up to you what you guys want to do. Do you want to have recoil, or do you want to be silent on the map? Again, it completely depends on your playstyle. If you're being more of a rushy run and gun objective player and like to do close to medium range engagements, then I would probably put a suppressor on. However, if you are going for those longer range engagements because you like to sit back a bit and take things slower, then that's where I would go with the / Gen 2 flash hider. Then finally, the barrel. The Tempest Trench Pro is a solid variant to equip. With it being a lightweight barrel, it just makes it easier and faster to aim down sight without there being any hindrance to accuracy as well. It doesn't actually impact recoil enough for it to be a problem either, so this for me is the best build for the M4. And there we have it, a low level M4 build that I think will absolutely smash in games. As I mentioned, all you have to do is equip it, go into the gun range and try it out for yourself and just see the difference of this weapon and how much these attachments at low level really make a difference. But if you've used it, let me know below. If you've not and have another setup or any suggested tweaks, also leave them down below. I'd be very interested to see. But I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you have. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. Let me know how you're getting on with Modern Warfare 2. And guys, we'll see you all in the next one.